What's up, everybody? Aiden here from Liquid Studio. Have you ever wondered how to create content for your band, your Twitch stream, and how to take that content on social media and translate that content into growth? So in this video, I'm going to discuss how to take your band, your Twitch stream, whatever it is of your content, and how to identify exactly what it is you are, what you represent, and what your goals are from a business standpoint. Now, I started this video focusing on how to utilize social media to grow on Twitch. And as I started making it, I got into different concepts of social media and how those various platforms work and how you can utilize those algorithms to benefit you and to get your content out to as many people as possible. But towards the end of it, I started going over how you want to set up your brand, essentially. So how you're going to want to think about who you are, what you want to accomplish, what you represent. So that's the first portion that I'm going to release. Now, this video will deal mostly with concepts from a more of a business standpoint. So I encourage anybody watching to take any notes, write anything down, and any of these questions that I ask that I want you to think about and apply to your social media content. Really think about the answers you're generating and come back to them a week later and think about them again, and then you can come back to them a month later. It's just you want to keep reviewing who you are or who your brand is and how you can utilize social media to grow and to generate interest for the content that you're creating. Now, I'm going to go over some of the questions you should be asking now from a more of a little bit more of like a business sense. Okay, so every day you have to be asking yourself three things. How much value are you adding to your community and for the people who are consuming your media? How much effort are you putting into it? How much content are you releasing? Now, there's 5 reasons that people are going to engage with you. First one is because you're interesting. Second one is because you're offering good music to them. Third one is because you have a cause or something that they also believe in. The fourth one is because you have a great personality. And the fifth one is because you educate them or you inspire them. Now, these are 5 reasons why people will tune in and watch and consume content that someone creates. Now, if you can offer all 5 of these, you're set. Like, you got a great plan, and just put the stuff into place and you should do well. Realistically, you want to offer at least 3 of these, but aim for being able to offer all of them. Now, you're going to want to keep in mind it usually takes between 8 and 10 soft touches with somebody to be able to convert them on a sale. Now, by soft touches, I mean them watching your YouTube video, coming across your content, tuning into your stream, what have you, for them to sub to your channel, for them to buy your CD, what have you. Now, you're going to want to keep those statistics in mind because you're not going to see results right away when you put out your first video or your first song. It's going to take some time. So that's why you need to just have a consistent release schedule, and you have to stick to it, and you have to just put out that content, and you have to keep at it and keep at it, because it's not your first YouTube video that's going to hit 100,000 views. You may get 5 views on it, then your next one you may get 10 or 15 or 20. It's just going to gradually go up, and that's what you should be seeing as you're releasing and pushing out more content. You should see your viewership and everything just continue to go up and up and up for you. And once you start getting established and you start having consistent viewership, there's a lot of different things you can look into to start trying to monetize and make money. One is the Amazon affiliate program. If you're not familiar with that, if you ever see when you watch YouTube videos or on some of the Twitch streamers, down below they'll have like a panel or a tab that'll say what they're using, and it'll have a direct link to that item on Amazon. So if you click that link and you buy that product, they get a small commission on it. And they don't have to buy it right away. There's a bit of time there or if they don't even have to buy that specific product if they buy something similar. But it's just a way that once you get up and running, that you can indirectly make money as well on Twitch and YouTube outside of Twitch subs or outside of YouTube's ad revenue. So there's 3 questions you're going to want to ask yourself. What are we offering? Who is our target audience? And what is our value proposition? And you're going to want to really think about these and write this down. And after you've formulated exactly what you are, what your company is, what you're offering, you're going to want to think about what you offer, what your competition offers. And after you think about that, you're going to then now want to think about what your typical consumer is going to want, what you're offering that you do very well, and what your competition is doing very well. Now, the reason why you're going to want to really think about that is because you're not going to want to look for things that your competition's doing very well, because you don't want to compete with them directly. You're going to want to look at things that your competition is not doing, areas they're missing out on. And those are the niches and the areas you're going to want to capitalize on. And again, this is going to be different for every single person, depending on what it is you're selling, what your niche is on Twitch, what drives you, and what your interests are. Now, I talked about the affiliate program with Amazon. There's also there's called ambassadors, brand ambassadors. It's essentially the same thing, where you can work with companies and they'll pay you to review their products or talk about their products. I wouldn't recommend you really look into any of this until after you get established. But once you get up and you get a viewership, these are, again, just, you're going to want to keep this stuff in mind, and you're going to want to look into it. Now, don't expect to hear back from everybody. Like I said, it's going to take 8 to 10 warm touches for you to sell something to somebody. It's the exact same when you're going to be looking at reaching out to companies. It's going to take you a lot of work, and you're going to have to reach out to a lot of companies. A lot of them are going to say no to you. But that doesn't mean that there isn't value in looking into this for you. There's also affiliate networks as well that you can look into. So now you're also going to want to think about you or your brand or what you're offering to Twitch. You're really going to want to think about what can you offer. You're going to want to write out in great detail what exactly you can offer to your audience. Then you're going to want to write out who you are. Like I said, what drives you, what your passions are, what you're interested in. Now, this will be different if you're just a streamer or if you're, a small company, but you're really going to want to identify who you are or who that company is and what they stand for. And then you're going to want to write out what you want to accomplish. Now, I would encourage you to think both short term, medium term, and long term. But by writing it out and really thinking about it, it's going to provide you with a pathway to get to whatever your end goal is. So by knowing and identifying what your goals are, that's the first step. You're going to want to write out next a value added statement. That's just going to be a quick statement about what you bring to your viewer or to your audience, or what you're selling, or why people would want to buy what you're selling. So this is just a quick statement of what you're providing. Why would people want to tune in? Why would they want to buy what you're selling? You're going to want to develop your elevator pitch, which is just a 30 to 60 second spiel, a quick sell. It's just a business term for how you were going to pitch what you want somebody to invest in. You're going to want to write out your business strengths and opportunities. Now, this is just going to give you a roadmap, because you're identifying who the business is, what you can do. Now you're identifying where there's opportunities and where your strengths are. So you're going to want to look to leverage your strengths to utilize those opportunities. Last, now you're going to want to think about and write out your business story. How did you get to where you are? How are you going to get to the next step? And then you're going to want to think about what your company's mission, vision, and values are. Now that you've identified all of this, writing out your mission, vision, and values should be very easy, because you're going to take all of that information from all those questions we've just asked and that you've identified and answered, and you're going to use that information to write out your mission, vision, and values. Well, that's everything for this video. I know it was a lot of information and a lot to go over. I really hope this can be useful for anybody who's watching or any new streamers out there, because I know how overwhelming all of this can be, especially with me being new to streaming. I've been talking with a lot of people and making friends with newer streamers as well, and there's been so many questions about everything, and we've all been trying to figure out as much as we can going. So I thought I would kind of just lay out a very comprehensive video of everything that I've learned and that I've seen success in, so I can give that information to anybody out there who's just getting in this and who's new to this. Because talking about it over and over again with people and trying to remember stuff is just exhausting. I figure I'll put it all into one video, and this way all the information's together and concise. Well, thanks so much for checking this out. I'll see you all later. Take care. Thanks everybody for checking out our video. If you enjoyed it,
please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell
to stay up to date on new videos that we release. You can also connect with us on social media, Twitter @LiquidStudio2 and Instagram @LiquidStudioProducers.
We host a live stream every Monday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch at twitch.tv/LiquidStudioProductions.
Come, hang out, talk, and create music with us. We post all the songs we create to SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/LiquidStudioProducers. We list the key and BPM of each song.
You can then download the songs, add your own vocals and instruments to create your very own songs, or just enjoy the music for yourself.
Also, if you're a content creator, you can use any of the songs we create as royalty-free music for your own video content.